Hello, listen. So today our topic is coordinating systems, right? See here. So topic is coordinating systems. So among these, how many types of coordinating systems are available? One is rectangular coordinating system, cylindrical coordinating system, and third one is the spherical coordinating system. So these are the three coordinating system. Now let us see the individually and whatever the relationship are available among these systems. We'll see. So first of all, let us consider our coordinating system is first one is a Cartesian or rectangular coordinating system. So here we can see the diagram representation too. In a rectangular coordinating system, we are considering a point representation is P. So over a P point representation, a coordinates represents along with x-axis is x, along with y-axis is y, along with z-axis is z. So hence the point representation over a Cartesian coordinating system is P of x comma y comma z, that I can indicate here point representation P of x comma y comma z. And see here our next coordinating system is cylindrical coordinating system. Cylindrical coordinating system, so here we can be considered that coordinating system in the shape of a cylinder. So over a cylindrical coordinating system, a point point representation is r comma phi comma z. See here a point representation is r comma phi comma z. So where r is the radius of the cylinder, where letter r indicates radius of the cylinder, z indicates same z-axis length of the z-axis, and r is the length of the cylinder, and theta is the angle between the radius to the x-axis. So that we can see in a diagram. See here theta is indicates radius r to the x-axis, right? Z indicates length along with the z-axis. So that is why a point representation is on a cylindrical coordinating system is P of r comma theta comma z. And next one is spherical coordinating system. A spherical coordinating system, a point representation is P of r comma theta comma phi. R comma theta comma phi is the point representation, where r is the radius, theta is an azimuthal angle between the radius to the x-axis. Azimuthal angle is nothing but angle between the radius of the cylinder or radius of the sphere with x-axis. And third one is a spherical coordinating, third point representation is phi, where phi is nothing but angle between the z-axis, angle between z-axis to the radius. Phi is angle between z-axis to the radius. So this is a point representation over a spherical coordinating system, cylindrical cylindrical coordinating system, and a rectangular coordinating system. So right, up to this, shall I go for a next slide? See, today's concept is a coordinating system. So types of the coordinating systems are rectangular coordinating system, cylindrical coordinating system, spherical coordinating system. In a rectangular coordinating system, point representation is P of x comma y comma z. A cylindrical coordinating system, point representation is r comma theta comma z, where theta is the azimuthal angle, right? And spherical coordinating system, point representation is P of r comma theta comma phi. See the next slide. So here next we need to see the transformation of a coordinating system. Suppose I have a coordinating system of Cartesian. With the help of the Cartesian coordinating system, can I get a cylindrical coordinating parameters? Yes, parameters means yes, we can have a conversions from Cartesian coordinating system to the cylindrical coordinating system, or cylindrical coordinating system to the spherical coordinating system, or spherical coordinating system to the Cartesian coordinating system. So we can have a transformation from one coordinating system to the another coordinating system, that I can represent here, right? From Cartesian to cylindrical, cylindrical to Cartesian, cylindrical to spherical, spherical to cylindrical, spherical to Cartesian, Cartesian to spherical. So in such a ways we can have a transformation of systems. See here. And next, so which are the formulas are helped us to have a transformation? If suppose I have a Cartesian coordinating systems x comma y comma z to, I just want to transform those values into cylindrical coordinating system, sorry, spherical coordinating system here, right? So over here, rho is equals to is the radius, right? Is the radius is nothing but under the square root of x square plus y square, and azimuthal angle phi is angle is tan inverse of y by x, and z is z, and cylindrical coordinating system point representation is rho comma phi comma z. So these are the values which I can get with the help of the x comma y comma z. Actually x comma y comma z are Cartesian coordinating points. With the help of this I got the radius of cylinder, I got the azimuthal angle, I got the z axis, and this is the relation. Obviously same Cartesian to the spherical. If I have Cartesian coordinate, you want to convert these coordinate values into the spherical values, then what will be the formula? Means x equal to rho cos phi and y equal to rho sin phi and z equal to z, which means that vice versa. In upper case we have seen, or we have converted from Cartesian to the cylinder, and second case I have converted from cylinder to the Cartesian. Up to this clear? Any doubts? Can you please respond? Are you getting or not? So are you getting the formulas?
Sir.
Yeah. Just I have considered Cartesian coordinating. My aim is to convert from Cartesian to the cylinder. Here cylinder to the Cartesian. So right. So these are the formulas. If see the next slide. And obviously those are the values can be represented in terms of matrix formation. Means we have to consider such a way. A is a vector along with the rho axis. Rho is a radius of the cylinder, phi is an azimuthal angle, z is an z-axis. So you want to know the vector along with the radius, vector along with the azimuthal angle, vector along with the z-axis. We can have a a matrix representation to achieve the value of a rho, to achieve the value of a phi, to achieve a value of az. If you have a product of these two, you will get a vector along with a rho, vector along with a phi, vector along with az. You want to have a rho equal to cos phi into ax plus sin phi into ay plus 0, where a becomes cos phi into ax plus sin phi into ay. Such a way we can frame the vectors also in a cylindrical coordinating system. Obviously, vice versa also we need to take. So I want to know the Cartesian vector ax along with the x-axis, ay along with the y-axis, az along with the z-axis. If you perform a multiplication between these two matrices, then you can have a equating of equal coefficients of right side of the equation as well as the left side of the equation. You will get a value of ax, you will get a value of ay, you will get the value of az. So right, so last slide is, we just have a conversions. Rho is what, phi is how, z is how. On this slide we need to know the vector along with the radius, a vector value along with the azimuthal angle, a vector value along with the z-axis. And next slide, see. So here Cartesian to the spherical. Now we see, in last slide we seen that Cartesian to the cylinder. Now let us have a transformation of Cartesian to the spherical. The formula is Cartesian to the spherical is r equal to radius of a sphere. Formula is under the square root of x square plus y square plus z square, where theta is an angle, so which is placing between the z-axis to the radius. Theta formula is tan inverse of under the square root of x square plus y square by z, and phi is as usual azimuthal angle, tan inverse of y by x. So this is the conversion from Cartesian to the x comma y comma z to the r comma theta comma phi, and vice versa we can see that r comma theta comma phi to the x comma y comma z. So in such case, you know the value of r sin theta or theta value as well as the phi value. We can have a relation with x equal to r sin theta cos phi is the formula. X equal to r sin theta cos phi and y equal to r sin theta sin phi, z equal to r cos theta. So these are all the conversions from spherical to the Cartesian. Above the conversion, right, Cartesian to the spherical, and you want to know the vectors along with the sphere, vectors along with the Cartesian, then again we can go for the matrix representation. So I want to know the unit vector along with the radius, vector along with the theta, vector along with the phi. So then we can frame a matrix representation with the multiplied by the ax, ay and az. We can have multiply these two values, and resulted value can be equating to the ar, a theta, a phi. Then you will have a comparison of equi-coefficients on the right side of the equation as well as the left side of the equation. You will get the value of ar, you will get the value of a theta, you will get the value of a phi. Similarly, can we have a conversion from spherical to the Cartesian? I know the value of spherical values, that is ar, a theta, a phi. So with the help of this, we want to get a value of ax, ay, az. Then ax, ay, az is here, left side of the equation. Same matrix can be multiplied with spherical coordinate or a spherical vectors, where ar, a theta, a phi are the, ar is the vector along with the radius of the sphere, a theta is the radius of the theta angle between the x-axis to the radius of a sphere, phi is an azimuthal angle, right? Along there we have a components, those are the vectors. So same, we can multiply these two, we will get a value of ax, ay and az. Next, see the general vector representation. So those are the conversions from, are you getting? So till conversions are clear. From Cartesian to cylinder, cylinder to Cartesian, Cartesian to spherical, spherical to the Cartesian. And next, see the vector representation. So next we can go for the vector calculus. A unit vector ax along a is a vector. Consider the a bar is a unit vector along with the a vector. Unit vector a is nothing but a by magnitude of a. So let us have a vector properties. In a dot property, we will have a x dot x or y dot y, z dot z equal to 1. The identity of a vector. X dot x divergence of y, y divergence of z, z divergence of x becomes 0. So let me go for a curl of a x cross y is equal to z bar, y cross z equal to x bar, z cross x equal to y bar. So these are the cross product as well as the dot product properties. Now see the vector representation of a bar in a Cartesian coordinating system is x ax bar, right? X is the length along with the ax direction. X ax bar plus y ay bar plus z az bar is a vector representation. That vector can be considered as a bar in a Cartesian coordinating system, right? Magnitude of a is nothing but under the square root of ax bar plus a square of x plus a suffix y square plus a square suffix z. So this is the finding of formula magnitude recognition formula. See the Cartesian coordinating dot product, you consider there will be a two vectors, one is a bar, second vector is b bar. You can have a dot product between these two vectors, you will get a resultant value will be ax into bx plus ay into by plus az into bz. So this is a dot product multiplication. Such a same way, you want to see the cross product multiplication, which can be a bar cross b bar or a bar curl b bar, which is equals to x square. It's a determinant we need to find, then which will be equivalent to the a cross b or a curl b. So these are the just multiplication of the two vectors. One is the dot product, second one is the cross product. You want to do the dot product, we can have this set of formula. You want to have the cross product, we can go for the determinant of the coefficients. And next, see the multiplication of the vector, already we seen. Same, if it is a scalar dot product, a dot b equal to general formula magnitude of ab into cos theta, right? Theta is an angle. From this we can able to find the angle 2. So if you find, whenever you are doing the dot product between the two vectors, you recognizes that the value becomes 0, means then either theta becomes 90 degrees, or vector A becomes 0 or vector B becomes 0. Then only we will find the dot product of any two vectors becomes 0. You recognize that the dot product between the two vectors is 0 means any one of the vector will be 0. Otherwise, the angle between the two vectors will be 90 degrees. In those cases only, we will see the dot product of two vectors becomes as 0. See, same vector can be considered in a cross product or a curl of a vector. A cross B equal to formula is AB sin theta. That is, A is the magnitude of vector A, B is the magnitude of vector B. So here A cross B is equals to minus B cross A. It's identity of the right hand screw rule, identity of the curl. So right, and the curl value becomes 0 when means a vector A is 0 or vector B is 0. And these cases we can recognize the curl of any two vector becomes 0. See the laws of a vector identity. So we have a commutative law, distributive law, and associative law. So these are somewhat important laws which are helpful further also. So right, commutative law is A dot B equal to B dot A. So coming to the curl, so A cross B equal to minus B cross A. So this is the commutative law, and distributive law is A dot B plus C equal to A dot B plus A dot C, or A cross B plus C equal to A cross B plus A cross C. So these are all the distributive as well as the commutative laws. Coming to the associative law, so whenever you recognize that A dot BC dot D is equals to, you can be write it as A dot B of C dot D. Otherwise, you consider only one dot product between the three vectors. A dot BC is equals to A dot B of C. Right? So these are all the laws: commutative, distributive, and associative. Next, see the unit vector. So this is the I dot, say, divergence. I dot j equal to j dot I dot I equal to j dot j equal to k dot k equal to 1. I dot j dot k dot I equal to 0. So divergence laws, these are I cross j equal to k, j cross k equal to y, k cross I equal to j. Any doubts up to this? Any doubts up to this? Can you please respond?
No, sir.
Yeah, are you following? I think
Yes,
these
sir.
are the vector analysis you might have studied in your lower class also. You just
Yes,
recall
sir.
your right. See, so this is the diagrammatical representation of scalar triple product. So A dot B, so let you consider A vector and B vector, C vector. So this is the A dot B, and this is the structure of three-dimensional view. When you go for A dot B cross C, right? A dot B cross C, or B cross C dot A. So triple product is just formulas. See here. So present vector representation over a coordinating system is, consider x-axis, z-axis, and y-axis. Along with the z-axis, vector representation is az. Along with x-axis, vector representation is ax. Along with y-axis, vector representation is ay. So that is ax cap, a point in the direction of increasing x. A cap of y equal to point in the direction of increasing y. Az is along with the point in the direction of increasing z, which means along unit vectors along its corresponding coordinating axis. See now how the point can be represented in a cylindrical coordinating system means, let you consider a piece, point of piece here. So now how to so then is a cylindrical coordinating system representing 5 comma, where point P is, let you consider the distance from z axis to the point P considered as a radius of the cylinder. Such a same mirror image you can write in a downstairs also. Now you can see whatever the radius you are recognizing here, same radius you can be see here also. When you draw a radius, a sample plane, then you will find the what is the angle which is doing of a radius with respect to x-axis. That angle can be considered as a azimuthal angle. See here, so this one is the azimuthal angle which is doing angle between the radius of the cylinder to the x-axis. Now the radius here is r, and how much distance is having along with the z-axis. If you consider the z-axis from here, the z-axis distance is meets at a point is here, right? So this is the meeting point over a cylindrical coordinating system. So this one is the diagrammatical representation of a cylindrical coordinating system to represent point P. So remaining is as usual. Az is a unit vector along with the z-axis. A5 is a unit vector along with the phi axis, along with the phi, and AR is a unit vector along with the radius. So now see the cylindrical structure, right? So last scene. So here is the point representation. Now it's a three-dimensional view. So this is the radius of the cylinder. So cylinder means we have a top circle as well as the bottom circle with the some height. See here. So this one is the top circle. So here it is a bottom circle. Between these two mouths, I have a length of the cylinder. This length can be placed along with the z-axis, right? And you can consider a point representation is here. That point can be represented as a P of r comma phi comma z. Phi can be calculated. So this one is the phi. So azimuthal angle between the z-axis, between the x-axis to the radius of the cylinder. So you can draw a vertical line. So right, you can meet a point P is here. So this is a three-dimensional diagrammatical view to recognizing the point representation. So go for a magnitude, the just formulas. Position vector means calculating the vector where the vector can be located with respect to the origin. And now see, whatever the initial value of radius, whatever the maximum value of radius means, my rho value can be lying between starting the value from 0 to infinity, and azimuthal angle can be represented from 0 to 2 pi. These are the minimum angle, this one is the maximum angle. So this one is the minimum value for radius, infinity is the maximum value. At the same time, z-axis minimum possibility angle, we can start from minus infinity to the infinity. So cylindrical coordinating system, we want to find over a cylindrical coordinating system of a dead product means over a cylindrical coordinating system we have a representation r comma phi comma z. In previous case we have seen x comma y comma z. So that is Cartesian coordinating system. You want to see this cylinder coordination with the A phi AZ along with the B vector coefficients or BR B phi BZ. Now we can find the A cross B bar. Similarly, we can find the det of the A dot B, that is AR dot BR along with radius, A phi dot B phi along with azimuthal angle, AZ dot BZ along with the Z axis. So dot product, this one is the cross product of a cylindrical coordinating system. Now see the vector representation of a spherical coordinating system. So spherical coordinating system point representation is r comma phi comma theta. Phi is an azimuthal angle, theta is angle which is respect to the radius to the z axis.